So guys, today we will talk about that how to study efficiently, right? In my high school and in my initial days when I was in 10th and 12th, even in BTech second year, I was feeling that uh, I was not able to study in the right way. I was not able to memorize the things uh, for a long time period, or if I read some concept, then I forget if I didn't practice it for maybe 1 2 months. So uh, so to remove all these so no, not remove, so to improve these things, what we can do when we are studying some topic or some subject. Let's say when you are studying, so you may study in morning, evening, anytime, when you are whenever you sleep, according to that you can decide. But let's say we see ideal condition. Let's say we wake up at 6 a.m., right? Let's say we wake up at 6 a.m. I think is it camera is not good? Oh, I don't know what is happening. So yes, so let's say, so our topic is how to study efficiently. So let's say wake up at 6 a.m., right? So when you wake up at 6 a.m. in the early morning, then so do your activities uh, that gives you some natural dopamine boost, so that you can study for longer time. So I would say first do your stuff like brush, uh, or maybe shower. According to that, after that, let's for dopamine, for natural dopamine increment, right? For natural dopamine increment, you can do some sort of physical exercise or running, right? Then your dopamine level is at some place. This is the dopamine versus time graph. Say 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 12 a.m. ठीक है, right? So this is the dopamine time graph. So let's say at 6 a.m. your dopamine was there. Then you go for shower, brush up, and some exercise stuff. It will naturally increase to at this level, right? So when it will increase to this level, after exercise we need to uh, we can do some breakfast after that, some light or if you want to study more, do a medium breakfast. So after breakfast your dopamine level goes down, not so much but a little bit, but it will give you energy also for your brain and for your whole the day, for your daily activities. So now you can study, focus on the most important subject, which requires so much use of brain, maybe some problem solving stuff or some coding, some mathematics. Do that thing first because at this time you are very fresh, so you can do that kind of subject which requires more problem solving. Uh, so you do that subject, and I think after 2 3 4 hours you may get bored, you cannot able to study. So if you want to study only one subject, then take some break and again do the stuff. Or if you want to study a different subject, if you have classes of a different subject, then you can go for a different subject, change the topic, or select some other subject, so that you not feel so much of boring that yes, now this now my mind is I got bored or that kind of stuff. So dopamine level slowly increase when you solve the problems, and if you are capable of solving, and always solve problems at your current level, and some difficulty above your current level, not so much in at the initial phase, not solve so much hard problems, so that you are stuck and you feel very you feel very frustrated, or and you gave 3 4 hours to a one mathematics problem and you are not able to solve. Yes, it's worth it to give 3 4 hours, but not now, because if you are a intermediate or you are a beginner in mathematics, you should try to solve the problems at your current level, and difficulty, some more difficulty than your current level, so that you can improve. So do these things, and if you want to and then after that your dopamine increase, and then change the topic, and change the topic, you read something else, or you, like if you are preparing for JEE or some other exams, you may need to read, you may need to solve the chemistry and physics. So you can do any of those, physics or chemistry. Or if you are in school, you uh, you can read social science, or maybe Hindi or English, any subject at that time. And if you are in if you are a bachelor's, then you have many subjects. Like in every semester, a mathematics subject is there, uh, but a theoretical subject is also there. So you can do stuff like those, reading out theories and learning from them. And I would say that you should take time to understand some concept, not be hurry, because one एक कहावत है कि जो जल्दी में थे वो चले गए. So not be in hurry. you learn the concept. If you are not able to learn the concept, then uh, divide and conquer it. Like divide it into many parts. Write down the concept and divide into small parts, and then understand those small parts, so that you can understand you can understand the whole concept, and then try to explain somebody else, so that you can confirm that yes, I know the concept, I learned the concept, and I can explain the concept, both the things. So let's say you have read the theoretical subject or any other subject, then you can take some rest. Maybe it's 12 p.m. So you can take some rest and have a talk with friends or any activity you would like to do, and then go for lunch, a very light lunch, so that your mood will refresh, so you don't feel so much bored. So now you have so this time is so you can now you can uh, study another subject. If you have some another subject, you can do that. Change the topic, or if you have only two subjects, then read the first subject, which you read in morning, or revise something else. You read, you have study before before 1 2 months. Try to revise by yourself. Do I know that thing I have read 2 months earlier? Can I explain to myself or somebody else? So you can do that, or do a, and maybe any subject. So if you understand better, dopamine level will increase, and you find your mood will you feel high. Actually, you feel high. You can do some stuff like yoga or uh, uh, pranayam that keeps your mood and keeps your mind stable. So after this point, maybe it's 3 4 p.m. But after studying, I think this is how much 6 7 to 10 12 5 or 3 8 9 hours. You feel that your energy is you are not able to study more in the initial. If you are a beginner, you have not study 8 hours regularly, you are not able to study 8 hours regularly, you can study 2 4 hours, and it's difficult for you. So I would say increase the time of study slowly, not uh, not change the delta so much. Difference should be you can do it level by level, like you are studying now 3 4 hours, then you can increment 30 minutes or 15 minutes per day. So like if you have studied 6 to 8 hours till 5 p.m., you feel exaggerate, and you are not able to catch up the things. Now your mind goes slow, dopamine goes down. So now you can do some snacks and go for some physical activity, which will boost up your dopamine again. And when you do that physical activity, I would say do some sort of. You can play any sport also. You can play any sport at this time, or maybe gym, whatever suits for you. So and the dopamine level is naturally increasing, and you are very high at this time. At least 1 to 2 hours of sports and gym I would recommend in this time. I would say 5 to 7. Take some meal and then go for study. And you can constantly uh, you can constantly able to focus on the studies after this. I have seen in myself also that after doing a physical activity I feel very active. I feel my brain is working very well, and I feel very activated. My brain is very activated and I can able to solve tough problems after till at least 3 4 hours after a physical training, in a very less time also. So I would say you can do again the thing that requires uh, uh, problem solving skill. So in daytime you can study theoretical, or maybe if you want to learn anything, that kind of topics. If you don't have any problem solving topic, then please at least 1 hour you should spend on mathematics or puzzles or anything that improve and enhance your problem solving skills. So this is the dopamine curve, and you don't need any coffee, uh, any substance. If you do a physical exercise in the early morning and do some yoga and then physical exercise in the evening, two times, and you feel activated all the day. So this is the ideal. I'm not able to follow. Also, I'm not able to follow this for a constant and for a consistent time period. But yes, I try to follow this because I get the best results by this curve. Don't watch porn videos or YouTube shorts or anything unnecessary. If there is no, uh, I would say, there is no improvement or are not related to your study or are not related to knowledge, because when you watch those things, maybe you are doing some drugs or smoking weed or smoking a cigarette. So if you watch a porn video, then your dopamine goes like this for some time, a very high curve, and then it just go down after watching. So at this stage you feel very low. You cannot able to focus study with a full attention. So I would not recommend if you take some YouTube shorts, so it will also do the same thing. If you are watching some YouTube shorts or some Instagram reels or some stuff like porn videos on some stuff like uh, and this is the natural dopamine, and this is artificial. Let's say it may be porn or reels or maybe some uh, you can say drugs or cigarette. or maybe loud music. Loud. So this will give you a dopamine hike, instant dopamine hike. But after that hike, it just goes down, and your mind says that just shut down the things, and you can do study after that also. But I think you may not able to feel so much so much of attention, or you may not able to too much attentive on your subject if you are doing this. So this is my analysis, and that was the today's video. So thank you guys, thank you all of you.